An estimated 86 million girls worldwide are likely to experience some form of female genital mutilation by 2030 if the current trends continue, according to the United Nations Population Fund (UNFPA). This is because the magnitude of the female genital mutilation practice is reported on the increase globally, despite legislations in place to curb down the practice. The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Rebecca Kadaga, however, insists that the leadership in this country is committed to wiping out the female genital mutilation challenge.
So what I did, I collected several Sabinys, rang the president, I said, I want to see you. There's something very, very urgent here. So I took the Sabiny leaders, I took the victims of FGM, including those who are damaged, wheelchair, etc., and the instruments, the stones and those things which they use. So I told the president, these are your voters, this is what happens to them. You must come out as the head of this country. He was due to go to Libya for an OAU meeting, but after talking to the victims, said, I've changed my mind. Let's go to Amudat. I'm not going to Libya.
Honourable Kadaga was speaking at the launch of the book titled The Switch, authored by the Honourable Mary Karoro Klut, the Minister in charge of General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister. She challenges the communities to be on the guard against such painful ritual practices.
I am told that even this year, 200 girls were circumcised in Kapchorwa, and yet the legislation is in place. So this is why we have got to endeavor to use every other possible means to make sure that the message continues and continues.
The United Nations Population Fund country representative Esperance Fundila says the prevalence remains grave in the communities.
This mobilization is working with the people that are concerned, because the legislation, if you are not careful, there's not so much law and policies in refugee places and camps and everything. So we work more of awareness creation, working with the circumcisers, making sure that the people who are taking the deliveries of the young children, the babies, that they don't allow them to go through FGM. So that's an issue.
The book is seen by many to address the information gaps on female genital mutilation.
You need a lot of research. You need, because you can write from many angles. She has taken the angle of marriage. You could take the angle of being sick with cancer from there. So, there are many angles. So if you wanted to write about it, you'd have to really sit and think about it. And maybe look for someone to share their experience. So it's a whole life.
No, the law does address the challenge, but the problem is people have gone underground.
And when one reads this book and you really understand how deadly it is, you can't be the same. You can't look at FGM again in the same way. You realize that it's a big danger which has to be fought.
The country's female genital mutilation prevalence stands at 1.4%, according to the Uganda Health Demographic Survey in practicing communities of Kapchorwa, Queen, Pokot, Nakapiripirit, Morot and Amdat. Although the female genital mutilation law has passed by the 8th Parliament, the practice has continued underground, with suspicions of the practice rampant in the labour wards in several health facilities. Arans, Tabaruka, WBS Television, Parliament.